Hello.
Hi. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm all right.
All
I
right.
am. No, everything's fine.
Everything is great.
So we're gonna try something a little different this week
Mhm.
for our bonus episode.
Right.
Right. Okay. So a little prep to the people listening. We're recording this Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you are taking a week off, which is forcing me to take a week off.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I'm forcing
So-
your vacation.
So we're not going to do a Dear Flabby tonight, and we're
Yes.
going to record next week's bonus episode after this bonus episode,
Yes.
but we're going to do it in secret. So then when we release it next week, it's new.
It's
Right?
all right.
Right.
You just ruined the secret. So anybody that's a patron, don't tell anybody that's not a patron. This is a secret.
All right. So this week, we stumbled across this 103 controversial debate topics.
Uh-huh.
So I think what we're going to attempt to do is debate 103 different items between the two episodes.
Some of them will go quick, some of them won't.
All right. So how do we do this? Do we say, like, right off the bat, I'll read the topic. Like the first one's abortion.
Yeah.
Should abortion be legal? And then if I say yes, you say no, then we debate. Or if
Yes.
but like this one, we ran into the womb. Like,
So do we? I don't want to skip any, but I kind of want to skip abortion.
all right. Well, let's just see. Should abortion be legal on the count of three? 1, 2, 3. Yes.
No.
You're just saying that because I said yes. You waited until 4.
All right, count again. Maybe. All right. I don't even remember what I said. What did I just say? Yes. So should abortion be legal? Yes.
Okay. So no debate to be had.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you mean, sure? We're not debating that. I mean, we agreed.
Okay. Is there a debate to be had? That's number one.
Okay. Number 2 is the ACLU. Is the ACLU good for America?
It's a hard question.
Right, because I don't know what it is.
American Civil Liberties Union.
Okay, I am anti-union, so I am saying no.
You don't have to pay dues for this one, I don't think. So
Give me an example of what they do.
okay, that's where we get into the problem here, because a long time ago they fought for free speech rights, right? Like
Okay, go ACLU.
right now they don't.
Ooh,
Boo ACLU.
hold on. Do they don't, or now they fight against them?
So now
If you don't know, I can look.
No. So somebody filed a Freedom of Information request to the federal prisons to find out how many men were being transferred to women's prisons because they identified as women, right? You remember that was happening, right?
Yes.
Okay. The ACLU filed a lawsuit to block that information from being released
Why?
because they said that it would unfairly discriminate against trans people and invite discrimination basically against trans people, that we don't need to know that.
Right.
Right. That was recent. That was like within the past 3 or 4 months. So back a long time ago, Nazis wanted to march, literal Nazis wanted to march in Skokie, Illinois. The ACLU said, yes, they should be able to march, because somebody tried to, not permit them to march or whatever. The ACLU said they should be able to march because it's their free speech right to march. We're not agreeing with what they say, but we are agreeing that they should be able to say, what they need to say, even if it's wrong. So that it's the same organization. So
Okay, so we support them when they support Nazis, but we don't support them when they don't.
That makes it sound so bad, doesn't it? You're missing the important part. They weren't supporting Nazis at all. They were supporting the right of people to speak.
Right.
Right, which I agree with.
Okay. What's the question? Are they good for America? Yes or no? Yes or no?
In their current form, absolutely not.
Okay, because of that one issue with trans people. That's it. So if left up to you, you would wipe them out.
No. It's the type of organization that they are turning into. And that was just an example of, a recent example. They're not fighting for civil liberties. I'm almost positive they were on the side of vaccine mandates, which is explicitly against civil liberties.
But they were on the side of Brown in Brown versus the Board of Education.
Yeah.
And I'm on the side of Brown.
What can Brown do for you? I'm on the side of Brown. Which side was Brown on?
That was the Brown kid Brown people wanted to go to school and the school board didn't want them there.
Was that just a coincidence that it was Brown versus the Board of Education?
No, I thought that's what they were talking about was brown people.
Brown people versus the Board of Education. So
okay. ACLU announces new policy against defending hate groups that carry firearms at protests.
There you go. See, they don't defend anybody anymore.
Okay.
Changed your mind, didn't I?
Well, so we support the ACLU if they're supporting Nazis or brown people.
Or Brown. Yeah, fuck that Board of Education. Just Brown.
Okay, so number 2, is the ACLU good for America? No. Moving on. Alternative energy. Can alternative energy effectively replace fossil fuels? Yes.
If you're including nuclear energy, yes.
Yes.
Then yes.
And electric cars.
just electric cars.
Electric cars on treadmills.
Yeah. one battery can replace like 37 fossils or whatever.
Okay. Next one, I guess. I don't care. That's stupid.
I don't know about energy policy, so I don't know.
I'm not reading number 4. We'll go to number 5.
Oh, come on. You're killing me here.
Should the U.S. become socialist?
Yes.
I agree.
Maybe even communists.
I agree.
All right. Number 5.
Animal dissection. Should K through 12 students dissect animals in science classrooms?
Absolutely.
No.
Really? I'm an enthusiastic yes.
Okay. So I had to go through that dissecting the frog thing.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking stupid.
Why?
Because everything in the frog is white by the time you get it. Like, if it was a new frog and it was like still squirming around when you pin its little frog legs down.
You have to kill it.
Yeah, then you should have to kill it to dissect it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I'll take it a step further. Anything you kill, you can legally dissect.
And anything you kill, you can legally dissect, and you legally have to eat, because we only kill to eat. You don't have to dissect it, but you can, and you have to eat it.
So how can you say you are an enthusiastic yes? What do kids gain by dissecting old frogs?
No, not old frogs. They don't have to be old. I'm saying that it's important to learn about the world around you and how other organisms work, how organisms in general work. That's an important thing, and animals aren't important. It's not like we're dissecting dogs. Who gives a shit about frogs? There's 20 million of them.
Yeah, but you don't learn anything. If you dissected humans, that would make more sense to me, because then you can understand, like, oh, okay, see this guy, his lungs are all brown because he smoked. This is why you shouldn't smoke. But looking at a fucking frog, it's like it's got like 4 stomachs, and it doesn't teach you anything.
So then
name 15 things you learned from dissecting a frog.
None. I didn't learn anything. I'm just talking about it in a perfect world. I didn't learn shit. So I think I can get behind this whole dissecting humans, right? Like, shouldn't we be more open to the idea that when you die, you just donate your body to science unless you opt out? Shouldn't it be you have to opt in to not have your body donated to science?
You know, I did that WATP episode.
Yeah.
I'm over the weight limit to donate my body to get dissected.
Are you serious? Wow.
Anything over 250 pounds and they won't take it.
Why do you think that is?
Probably because they don't want to try to cut through all the blubber and shit. They'd have to
That's-
haul me out in a wheelbarrow.
That's crazy. You would think they could just cut your body in half and dissect you twice. They
for
get
one.
more. Yeah, they get more out of it. That's crazy. Huh. But don't you think that don't you think that's a good idea? Like everybody gets dissected unless you opt out. And you
Okay.
only have like a certain window every year to opt out.
I think that I think graveyards or cemeteries should be all dug up
Mhm.
and, like, I don't know, just put them all in a big pile somewhere. I don't care. But
Pile them up in the ocean.
you shouldn't have cemeteries. I think it's a fucking waste. Because all it is the weakness of man or woman, worried about what's going to happen to their body after they die and all that shit. None of it matters. Like, you're just taking up real estate that could be used for something else, like affordable housing
Or a White Castle.
or a White Castle. Yes. So either your body, you're forced to donate your body to science, or you're cremated. That's your two choices.
Yeah, I think I can get behind that. I'm good with that.
Or water burial. I would be okay with throwing them in the water. Nobody.
I thought you were going to say waterboarded. You're going to waterboard these dead people. So I don't think water burial is the way to go because that pollutes the water supply, right?
You're feeding the fish.
Oh,
I'm not talking about throwing them in the fucking
in the
water
well.
treatment plant.
We just spin them around within the water treatment plant for a while.
Remember that girl that went missing out of that hotel and they found her in the water
Yes.
system?
Oh my God. Yes.
So fucking gross.
That would be awesome. Science. What happens to the water when you die in it?
So if somebody threw me in the hotel's water tank, all those people would be ingesting all those calories. Like everybody.
Everybody in this hotel just got fat all of a sudden.
Does this water taste like cheese? All right. That was what? Animal testing?
Animal dissection.
Animal testing. Should animals be used for scientific or commercial testing? Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how else are you going to test out shades of lipstick on monkeys or whatever?
No, what about like spraying, using dogs
Yeah.
and spraying them in the face with hairspray and like a lighter? Like,
Just for fun?
no, because you got to test if it's flammable.
What? And you have to have a dog there to see. Because if there's no dog, you won't know if it's flammable.
Okay. I would say that if you're forced and you have to choose to either test it on an animal or a dog or a cat, I would choose cat.
Yeah, fuck off. Cats are way better. I'd choose 6 dogs over one cat.
I'd choose your dogs over one
Your
strange cat.
Right. Stray cat or all of your dogs? Yeah, it's the easy choice.
Nobody's testing on my diggle. So you're okay with them killing animals just to test? What do they even test? What do they test? Like, what is all this testing that they're doing that they have to
I don't know.
get a fucking bunny in there and kill it?
That's the problem is that once you say, yeah, I'm good with animal testing, then all these people are
Let's
like,
see if this-
sweet.
See if this hammer works.
Yeah. We got to test all of our tools on this dog's face. No, one dog per tool. We have a 1 dog per tool limit around here. So that means they're probably testing forks, knives, ice cream scoops, just scooping out dog brains.
So, okay, it's probably more for like drugs, right?
I would guess, but I think they test a lot of cosmetics too, don't they?
Yeah, but who gives a fuck if you put lipstick on a bunny?
It's kind of sexy. Hey, but I don't. Is it just lipstick? Because don't they like spray them with cologne and then see if the other animals still want to fuck them or whatever? Is that?
Okay, if they came out with a new herpes medicine and it's injectable,
Okay.
are you okay with them testing that on cats to see if it kills the cat?
Yeah.
So you put cat lives under human lives.
Yes.
Why wouldn't we test that shit on like death row inmates before cats?
I think
or just Australians.
I think it should go cats, Australians, death row inmates, and then everybody else. Shouldn't there be a hierarchy? You start with like, I don't know, roaches or whatever that nobody cares about, and you move up to mice that are a little bit cuter or whatever.
No, I'm being serious. Why wouldn't you test it on death row inmates? Would that be like, what if you gave them the option to get tested first? Like, so they can have fucking cable TV or whatever the fuck they don't have.
You get color TV.
But if you allow them to opt in, then it's not cruel and unusual punishment.
If
They're
you
volunteering.
They're only volunteering if you give them something. You can't give them anything. Like it could be just like, hey, do you want to help society or whatever?
What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
If I say, here, I'll give you this if you do this for me, that's not really volunteering, is it?
Yes, you can be compensated for volunteering.
Then it's just a job.
Okay, then we give them a fucking job. I don't give a shit.
So my job is not a volunteer thing. I mean, there's the difference between volunteering and working for money or for pay.
People all the time volunteer to get studies done or go through trials, and they get paid for it, and they get drugs injected into them.
Yeah. Just because something happens all the time doesn't mean it's right. It's not volunteering if you're getting paid. You're being coerced into doing it.
No, that's not coerced. Hey, do you want to? Okay, Anthony, will you suck my dick for $20?
No.
Okay, see, you're not coerced. You had an opportunity and you passed on it.
Oh, see, that's corporate speak. Anytime you use the word opportunity, you get your dick sucked and it's an opportunity for me. That's corporate speak.
Okay, we have a gap.
We got a gap in knowledge here.
We need to get realigned.
Synergy?
Okay. Artificial intelligence.
Animal testing? So that's animal testing? All right.
Is artificial intelligence good for society?
No.
Yes.
I
But
stand by it as a no.
We've already had this conversation recently, so I don't
like
know
a million times.
Okay. Number 8, banned books. Should parents or other adults be able to ban books from schools and libraries? No. Wait a minute. Yes.
So it's tricky because they put schools and libraries together. Those aren't the same things.
Right.
Right. Schools, yes. Libraries, no.
What about libraries and schools?
No, yes. Schools. Okay. That's schools.
What about schools inside of libraries?
They're teaching basket weaving. Now we're banning books.
Okay. So we agree on this.
We do?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think that you should be able to take out all the books out of any school library. I don't care.
I think people forget that school is a government institution. Yeah.
So's libraries.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They kind of are, but it's different. You have they're forcing your kids to go to school. They're not forcing your kids to go to the library. It's different.
Right, but it's still a form of government.
It's different. I stand by it. Schools, you should be able to ban all the books. Libraries, you shouldn't be able to ban any of the books. Every book ever published should be in every library all the time, prominently displayed. And if there's not enough room for prominent displays, build more libraries or something. I have no idea.
Okay. Should the big three car manufacturers have been bailed out by the U.S. government?
No.
Yes. They're too big to fail.
Too fat to fail. Why? Why are they too big to fail? And
That was the joke.
I know. And what's the number? I want to know what the number is. How big is too big to fail? If I make
Too big to fail means that you can't fail.
I know. That's
They
why
failed.
they bailed them.
They already failed. That's what
They
that
bailed
was
them
the
out,
joke.
so they didn't fail.
Oh, forget it.
I'm so confused.
Okay.
Okay.
My honest belief is no, they shouldn't have gotten bailed out.
Okay. Why? I think they should have. They would have brought the whole economy down with them.
Okay, then it's time for a reset.
Great reset.
If you have a business that can't support itself,
Yeah.
you shouldn't get bailouts.
What if that?
Because all it was it's our fucking money they gave to them.
Okay, so what if your business goes under, it takes the whole economy with it, and by giving you a little bit of money to keep you sustainable, you don't take the whole economy down with you. That's good for everybody.
How much money did they give the car manufacturers?
I don't know, like $18. I have no idea. Wasn't it like $60 trillion or something?
Whatever it was, it should have been split up. Like, okay, everybody, you start at the top of the list of Americans, and everybody gets $40,000 that has to be spent on a car.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody, however long 40,000 is divided by 60 trillion or whatever the number is, but everybody gets to go get a new car, and it has to be from one of these three manufacturers. If you don't want it, then pass on it, and that money goes down to the bottom of the list.
Oh.
That's what should have happened. Then everybody, there's customers, there's cars, whatever. But just to take our money, take it from us and give us we have no vote or anything where it goes, and give it to somebody whose business is failing. Why not the fucking restaurant down the road? Why don't they get a fucking bailout?
But isn't your strategy the same thing? You're giving money to a business that's failing?
But I'm in the H's. I would have got a car.
Oh. I'm in the H's. So now instead of just giving them the money, you want an extra step in there. You want the government to give me the money and force me to buy a car.
No, I want you to get something for the money.
I did a non-failing economy.
No, it's still a failing economy because then they just raise your fucking taxes, so you have to pay more because they gave all your money away.
No, but it didn't fail at that particular. It didn't crash at that particular time.
Yeah, and then what happened with the fucking houses with Fannie Mac and Roger May or whoever the fuck those fucking cocksuckers are?
Fannie Mac. Isn't that a rapper?
I always think of chocolates every time I hear them. Fannie Mae.
Me too. That's funny.
Okay, what is our deficit right now? Take a guess.
It's got to be $3 trillion. Am I close?
1.7 trillion in fiscal year 2021.
Well, that's not good. Deficit means you don't have enough money, right? So we're short just a little bit. Who do we owe that money to?
3.1 trillion. Okay. So I know we owe a lot of it to China.
Okay.
I think that's what I read. But wouldn't you say that is a failing economy?
Yep.
Okay.
I've said for a long time that our whole economy is just teetering right now because our whole economy is built on advertising, selling crap to people who can't afford crap. That's our whole economy.
That's not the problem.
It's not?
No, the problem is we've spent more money than we've taken in. Like as a country, it has nothing to do with fucking Toys R Us commercials or anything.
I don't think you understand how economics works.
Oh, you're telling me I don't understand, and you're saying it has nothing to do with us sending money over to other countries?
Some of it, yeah, I'm sure. But the fact that we make nothing and like the way that our money is generated.
We make fucking cars.
Do
and
we?
we got to fucking, yeah, we bailed ourselves out.
I don't even think we make those cars. All the parts for those cars are made in Mexico.
Yeah, but that's like just America South or whatever.
They should just call it that. America South. All right. Well, that was banned books or big three. That was the big three bailout.
All right.
We're really getting these solved.
Binge watching. Is binge watching bad for you? No. I mean, other than
stupid.
you're not doing anything, but
Right. I mean, no, I don't think if you want to watch TV for a long time, watch TV for a long time. Stupid. What kind of question is that?
okay. So I'm going to take the opposite side.
All right.
Yes, it's bad for you.
Why?
I just said I was going to take the opposite side. I didn't say that.
All right. So,
Okay, hold on. I think I have something.
okay.
Because it is training people to not be patient. You have to have everything right now.
Do you think people need to be trained in that? I think that's just natural.
No. Think about how, what's the last show that you binge watched?
Dexter.
Okay.
That's like 5
Like
years ago.
the new
or
one?
so. No, I haven't even watched the new one yet.
Okay. So you know how, did you like give up a whole weekend for it and just sit and just
Yes.
plow through it?
Yep.
Okay. Now, wouldn't you say that that is bad? Like
Yeah, it sucks.
then
but okay. So yes, it's bad. But
okay.
but like that was my choice, right? I mean, it's and then I'm like, well, that was dumb.
That weekend sucked.
That weekend sucked, and I don't want to do that again. So we haven't, we don't do that now.
Okay, so you don't do it because it's bad for you.
Damn it. Okay. You win this one. I don't really have an argument for why it would be good for you.
Number 11, born gay. Is sexual orientation determined at birth? Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Who the fuck am I to say it's not?
Who are you to say it is?
Well, do you think you were trained to be straight?
Not me necessarily, but some people. I was
No.
born straight.
Okay. I was born super straight.
I was born super straight. I think that it's a mixture. I think there are people who are born gay, but I also think there are people who are socialized into trying things they maybe wouldn't have tried, and then they're like, I kind of like that. That doesn't mean you were born gay if you like
I
shoving
disagree.
cocks up your butts.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, either you like the sensation of a cock going in and out of your butt until it comes, or you don't, right?
I mean, yeah. Yes. But it doesn't mean you were born that way.
Okay. It does though. So like, I think what you said just cemented that fact that you said, they're coerced into trying something. They're like, oh, I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that they were tricked into being gay, because if it wasn't, it would be called rape, right? If you trick somebody into doing something that they don't want to do, they can press charges.
No. You're twisting my words. I never said coerced or tricked. I said socialized into trying something that maybe they wouldn't have. You know what I mean?
Right. But just because they wouldn't have, it could have been because of the social stigma attached to it.
Yes.
Right. And they, inside they're gay, but outwardly they try to appear straight and get tattoos and shave their head and have a big bushy goatee because they're trying to put forth an image. Maybe.
Guess something you need to tell me there, buddy. So
I'm right.
No, you're not. You're not. So okay, what if you didn't even know you were gay? Never even occurred to you that it was a possibility to shove your cock up a man's ass. That never even really occurred to you.
I don't
And
believe
then
that that's possible.
that it never occurred to you?
Yes.
Really? You think
Yeah.
that's who?
Either
Think-
you're attracted to men or you're not. That's it.
I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple at all.
Are,
I
are
think
you
I'm not saying that you can't be born gay. I think there are people that are, but I also think there are people who are socialized into it.
right? But then they're faking it. They're fake gays.
Once you take it up the ass, you're a real gay.
No, you can be like an imposter.
Nope. Not
Yes, you
once you
can.
take it up the ass, you can't.
Just like you can be born gay and end up suppressing it and marrying somebody. You're still gay on the inside. You're straight on the outside. It's the same thing.
No, it's not. It doesn't go. You can have sex with a woman, and that doesn't automatically mean you're straight. Because once you have sex with a man, you're gay.
What?
You can go
What?
one way, but you can't go back the other way.
Oh, okay.
Do you not understand what I'm saying to you? Having sex with a woman doesn't necessarily mean you're straight. You have to live your whole life without having sex with a man until you're officially straight. That sounds so fucking stupid even when I say it out loud. So nobody is really straight until they're dead.
And then we do a thorough background check.
Thorough background check of all their sexual partners.
All right. I know where you stand on number 12. Should bottled water be banned?
Yes.
No. You don't
it
really
should.
mean that.
Yes, I think any kind of single-use plastic should be banned.
You don't mean that.
I do.
You don't, though.
I really do.
But I don't think you do. I think you're against it, but I don't think that you would ban it. Like literally stop companies from having the ability to produce it.
Well, I don't want that.
You know what the word ban means?
That little laugh was hilarious. Okay, what's another way we can ban something without banning it? I don't like single-use plastics. I think it's a terrible fucking thing, and we should discourage
fine.
we should discourage against it. How about that?
How, like just us two? Like,
Yeah, it's like, hey, don't do that.
what if you just put how would you feel if they rolled out a single-use plastic tax?
I think that's a great idea.
So like if you want the convenience of your water in this bottle,
Yes.
it's going to cost you an extra $1 a bottle.
Yes. And as long as we take that money and use it towards something other than just giving it to the government or giving it to the corporations.
Like what?
I don't know. Like there's got to be, you need money to get rid of plastic, right? So we use that money to get rid of plastic somehow. Invest in figuring out something else besides plastics. I think it's a great idea.
So more taxes.
No, not a tax. It would be collected by a nonprofit organization that is started to get rid of plastics or something. I don't know, man. Plastic is bad. Don't you understand?
Yeah, you keep saying that, but you've provided no proof whatsoever.
Proof? You want proof that plastic is bad? You know how they make plastic? From oil. It's fossil fuels. It's like climate change or something.
Ozone layer.
Ozone layer and that stuff. Like the sea is rising and stuff.
You're good at this.
I know.
See it rising.
I should.
For Jesus fucking Christ, there's a little girl in a well, and you're worried about plastic bottles.
I should have joined the debate team. Oh my god!
Right. Cancel culture. Is cancel culture or call out culture good for society?
No.
Yes.
Why?
To hold people accountable.
Accountable to what?
Accountable to what they say.
By who?
Yes. By society.
So all of society gets to hold everybody accountable for what they say?
Yes.
What if there's not a consensus?
Then we'll go to court. I don't know. What do you mean?
We'll go to court. Cancel culture court. Oh, you can't mean this. I know you're just joking. Call out culture. Well, it's so stupid.
Okay, so I would be good with call out culture if that's all it was.
Okay.
Like what happened on our merch site originally that got taken down.
Yeah.
I'm okay with all of that. Like,
Really?
yeah, I mean, on the outside, it looked like I was promoting baby clothes, suggesting that you should fuck them and kill them.
Yeah.
So
I don't see the
I'm
problem.
okay. I'm okay with a group of people rallying up and demanding that our store getting taken down. I'm okay with it. It's fine.
I mean,
Like-
you're okay with that, but what in reality what happened was
No.
one
hold on.
person complained and the company was like, "Oh my god, we got to shut this down."
No, it wasn't one person. It was a whole fucking tribe of them. But I'm okay with it.
Wait,
Like,
wait.
I
So they were
violated-
in Africa saying that our store needs to be taken down. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm not okay
Perfect.
with, what I'm not okay with, is that translating over to real world. Like this guy needs to lose his job because he was trying to sell clothes that suggest you should fucking kill kids.
So how do you have both of those things at the same time?
I got called out. I'm okay with it.
You got called out by having your merch store shut down. What if that was your job? What if your livelihood depended on selling baby rape merch?
Well, then I should find a different fucking job.
Yeah, you should, but you don't have to until they shut you down. Cancel culture.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
So they literally shut our store down without nothing, no like recourse on our end. It wasn't like we're being held
Look.
accountable.
Look, there's a misunderstanding.
Exactly. Can you let us fix this, please? How do you have this, like you said, call out culture without it extending over to getting people fired from their jobs? I mean, it's the same thing. You can't have one without the other.
No, you can if America was stronger or the world was stronger.
Okay.
Like, I violated the terms and conditions of using whatever that fucking t-shirt place was.
Uh-huh.
I think they specifically say you can't sell merchandise that advocates for raping babies. I think they say that.
I missed that part in the agreement.
Okay. So because I violated their terms and services, they decided they no longer wanted to do business with us. I get it. That's fine.
But
And
so how does
once
that
it- once
not
it-
extend
once-
to your
hold on.
job?
because it's not my job.
Okay, so if your job has terms and service of you working there, we're going to pay you for doing this job under these circumstances. You violate those circumstances, they will fire you. It's exactly the same thing.
Yes, as it should be.
So
If
you
you-
should be. So you think you should get fired for selling baby rape shirts?
No, because my terms and services at my job, nowhere do they say that I'm not allowed to.
So then what's going to end up happening is every job is going to have terms and services that say if you get called out on the internet, we have the right to fire you, right?
If they can say specifically what you have to do to get called out for. Yes, I'm okay with that. Work someplace else if you don't like it. What I'm saying is, so you're doing the thing that you always do. What I'm saying is, on the surface, I am okay with calling somebody out for doing bullshit. I'm okay with it. I am not like you fuck up on this podcast.
Yeah.
Right. And I call you out on it.
Yeah.
I don't call your boss and tell them they should fire you because you fucked up on this podcast.
Right. I mean, I appreciate that. But I'm asking you how, and this is a genuine question. How do you have one of those things without having the other? Once people realize that this person is doing something I don't like and they won't stop, I have to make them stop. Well, the next step is, how do I hurt them so that they stop? Well, I take away their money. Once you realize that, it just opens the door for all of it, right?
No, I'm not opening the door. I'm leaving the door firmly closed and locked.
How?
I just did it locked.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. Just did
All
it
I'm saying,
locked.
it like some of the shit that we say on this show.
Mhm.
I am fully okay with people getting pissed off and, the shitty emails and the shitty comments or whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And so am I.
Okay. Like that's what I consider call out culture. I'm okay with it. Everybody should be allowed to speak their truth.
Right. And I'm agreeing with you, but you're not answering my question. All you're saying is close the door,
'cause
locked.
I thought you were telling me, like, I thought you were saying you disagreed with what I was saying because you can't stop it.
I mean, I am. That's what I'm saying. How
You can't agree with me on both ends. You can't.
So I agree with what you're saying. How do you stop it from going from call out culture to you lose your job? Maybe I'm missing the connection that or the lack of connection that you're not seeing or whatever. However you say that.
What? Maybe you're missing the lack of connection that I'm not seeing.
Right. Maybe I'm seeing the lack of connection that you're missing. Wait. Maybe I'm seeing the connection that you're missing. Okay. I think those things are connected. You don't.
No, I didn't say it. I never once said they weren't connected.
Okay.
I'm just saying I agree with the first part. I don't agree with the second part.
Okay.
And it's not.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I want to understand how you stop the first part from creating the second part.
I don't know.
So when you have ideas and when you support an opinion, you have to be able to think through how how that is going to affect other things that you disagree with. Do you not understand that?
What? What do you mean?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to try to explain this slow so you understand. Okay.
Okay.
1, I don't have all the answers. 2,
Okay.
I think that people should be able to voice their concern.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think people should get fired from their job for something unrelated. I can't make it any more simple than that.
Okay. All of those things, I agree with 100%.
Awesome.
So moving on. So somehow we came to a conclusion on that debate.
Cell phone radiation. Are cell phones safe? Whatever you say, I'm going to agree with so we can go to the next one.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Churches and taxes. Should churches, defined as churches, temples, mosques, synagogues, etc., remain tax exempt? No.
I would say yes.
You are an idiot, my friend.
Why?
Because they're a fucking business.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yeah, yes, they're a business. But
Okay.
if we have do you believe that we should have separation of church and state?
No.
Really?
I think all religions should be taught in school.
All of them?
Yes.
God, that's a lot of religions. That's going to add like an extra
But
4 years to your
But we
schooling.
don't have we don't currently have a separation of church and state.
How so?
One nation under God.
Right.
It's like right there in that part right there.
It's like on our money, right? Yeah, but once you like say they have to pay taxes, don't they get like to vote and stuff?
I would gladly take their votes along with their money.
Really?
Yeah, I don't give a
I mean, I guess if you're going to let them vote, even like the black churches.
So all those people that they can still vote. I mean,
that was the joke, dumbass. I know. What don't they get? What do they get for not having to pay taxes? Like what's the benefit?
money.
Other than no. What's the benefit to the government? Or to me? What's the benefit to me of not letting them pay taxes?
Benefit to you of not letting them pay? No, there is no benefit to you. There's no benefit to anybody except for the church.
Are you sure?
I mean, I guess.
I asked that like I had a rebuttal, but I don't.
Okay, then yes.
So then why? Okay, why is it a law?
Because.
Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
Okay, fuck. Hold on. Why don't churches of Christ use instruments? Why? Who would
Why
Google
don't
that?
churches of Christ use We're going to have a band, no instruments.
Under American tax law, charities typically do not pay taxes, and charitable activity includes the advancement of religion. In addition, the First Amendment to the Constitution mandates the separation of church and state.
But what about under God?
It's on our money.
Didn't you say that? It's in our money, right? Exactly. So how much more?
How can you say a separation of church and state when, like, you ask anybody, this country was founded on the freedom of religion.
Yes.
Like, that's the church part.
Yep.
Okay, so country is the state part. Religion is the church part.
Right. All right, we got the terms down.
Okay, so why can't we then just say that who's right is now a religion and we're not paying taxes anymore?
I think we can, but you have to apply, right? Why did we look this up before? How do you apply to be a church? How do you apply not to pay taxes? There's got to be a process that we can go through, right? Don't we have enough people that worship at the altar of the Duggalos? Do we have an altar? Do we have to have an altar to be a church? Because I'm all in for getting an altar.
We got religious candles.
Right. See? What else do you need?
Put that one, just fax a picture of our religious candles for documentation.
Yeah, it's when we file a taxes, just send a picture. Here's our prayer candles. We don't need to pay. Does it cost money to file to be a church?
You're asking the wrong fucking person.
It couldn't be that hard because lots of people don't pay taxes. I'm in. We're doing it. Whatever the outcome of this debate is, I don't want to pay taxes.
I want to do a gathering of the Duggalos. That would be fun. That'd be a good time.
So do I. We have to have weekly or regular worships. I know that. We can call our show a regular worship, right? All right. No, whatever. We're getting off topic.
All right. Stupid. College education. No, climate change.
Climate change.
Is human activity primarily responsible for global climate change?
No.
I agree. Well, because the word primarily.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Primarily. No. I mean, I think we have some responsibility, just not all of it.
No, I would say that humans have the ability to affect climate change.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Sure.
But just say primarily, I mean, the earth could just shake us off if it wanted to.
Right. And it probably should.
As soon as we started cutting our dicks off and
exactly. You know what? Fuck you guys. This has been working for years and you fucked it all up.
College education. Is a college education worth it?
No.
That depends. You can't say no.
I just did, and I stand by it. It's no.
Yeah,
don't go to college. I've been saying this for years. Don't go to college. God.
Right. Okay. Right. So the question before this,
yeah,
you got hung up on one word, which changed your entire response.
Right.
Is human activity primarily responsible? No, it's not primarily. Okay.
Right.
This one, is a college education worth it? Okay. Are you telling me for somebody that makes $2 million a year, it wasn't worth it to invest $200,000? Of course it was.
What if that $200,000 didn't help them reach their goal? Then no, of course not.
Okay, you're dumb. So
that's not an argument.
That you're dumb?
Yes,
it is. You're dumb. Like you're dumb because you're stupid.
But that's not an argument.
You're dumb because you're wrong.
No, it would be I'm wrong because I'm dumb, not done because I'm wrong.
You're dumb and you're wrong.
No.
Yes.
Colleges should be abolished just like plastics.
No. Not if you want to get a good job.
Stupid.
Okay, how about this? I want you to go to work tomorrow.
Okay. How about
tonight?
Can I go to work tonight?
I want you to stay over tomorrow to when all the people on first shift come in, the people with college degrees.
Uh-huh.
And I want you to ask them, how do they protect their swimming pools in the wintertime?
What? What? What kind of question is that?
It's a question that people with college degrees can typically answer. Whereas people in your situation, you just take the water out and put it back in the shed.
we drain the tub. What do you mean? So I don't understand. So if you go to college, you know how to take care of a swimming pool? Is that what you're telling me?
God, you're not with it tonight, man.
Why? Why?
I was insinuating that if you go to college, you make enough money to have a pool. Whereas if you don't go to college, like yourself, you have an above ground pool that you just drain the water and put the above ground pool in the shed when you're done with it.
No, I understood what you were insinuating. I was insinuating that you were insinuating that if you go to college, you can become a pool boy. My joke was just funnier.
But it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't. Not even a little bit. Like your joke wasn't even considered a joke.
Neither was yours.
My joke was good. My joke was well thought out, well crafted, and well executed.
No, none. It was none of those things.
So anyway, we agree that sometimes college education is worth it.
No, okay, maybe.
All right. See?
But don't go to college, kids.
College football playoffs. Should college football replace the bowl championship series with a playoff system? Who gives a fuck? I don't care.
I watched a documentary. Did you know that they don't pay the college athletes? Can't even get through that without laughing.
And I'm the only person that gets that.
Totally worth it.
Concealed handgun. Should adults have the right to carry a concealed handgun?
Responsibility, the right, yes, all of that. They should have it should be mandated. Yes, of course.
No, of course it shouldn't be mandated, you dummy.
Yes, everybody should carry a gun all the time.
You're stupid. God.
But of course, people should have the right to conceal a handgun. Why is that even a debate topic? That doesn't even make any sense.
Gun crime.
Oh, didn't think about that. Anytime there's a debate topic and the topic is, should people have the right? Yeah, the answer is yes.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Should people have the right? No, they shouldn't. Somebody else should tell them they can't do that. Stupid.
Should people have the right to kidnap your kids?
Yes. If they can get away with it, fuck it.
That's not a right. That's a freedom. Like people have the freedom to kidnap your kids until they get caught. Then they no longer have freedom.
Then they no longer have freedom.
Should corporal punishment be used in K through 12 schools? Yes.
Like what kind? Like punched in the face? The electric chair. I'm thinking either punched in the face or smacked on the knuckles with a ruler. Which one of those?
Oh, I think spanking and punching and scratching, clawing, biting, kicking. All of it.
Clawing. My teacher clawed me today.
I think that's what's wrong with the kids today. Like your kids are all weak now because you homeschool them and you don't even spank your kids. They're going to grow up to be fucking rotten.
Awesome. I don't think it's a good idea to like have other people hit your kids for you. I don't know if that's such a great idea.
Okay, what about? So I agree with you. I would be fucking livid if anybody would have spanked my kids when I was.
I punched your daughter because she got smart with me today.
But yeah, okay. So no, corporal punishment shouldn't be used.
You can't even think of a butt, can you? But like the really bad kids that aren't mine, they should be hit.
Should the federal corporate income tax rate be raised?
No.
Yes.
To what?
Double.
That just means you don't know what it is. That means you don't know what it is, but you didn't want to sound like you didn't know what it was.
Do you know what it is?
No, I have no idea.
So why would you say that corporations don't need to pay their fair share of taxes?
I love how you frame this. All right, what's a fair rate for a corporation to pay?
Oh, no,
90%?
no. Right now, the corporate tax rate is 21%.
Right, too high.
No, too low.
Why? Too low?
Billionaires.
Oh, I didn't think about them. Why?
Okay.
Why should 21% come off the top for the government?
Let me finish. Let me get started. Then let me finish.
Go ahead and get started.
I would be okay with lowering the tax rate if we could eliminate all the possibilities of tax loopholes. Because the corporations, the more money they have, the less they pay because they have loopholes.
Of course.
So if we could get rid of all of that, I would be okay with taking it like 10%, but you actually pay 10% of what you bring in, or 5% or whatever.
So you're saying you want what is that? A flat tax. Yeah. I really don't know. I used to be against a flat tax because I thought that, like, if I make, say I make $30,000 a year, like 10% hurts me more than 10% hurts somebody who makes $30 million a year. You know what I mean? But I don't know that matters.
Yeah, like I don't don't care that it hurts you more.
But shouldn't you care? If
No.
why? If you're hurting somebody who is already poor more,
Make more money. Get another job. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is that whatever the flat tax rate is, even if it's 5%, if there were no tax loopholes and no bullshit, we could get down to a flat tax of, and I already told you, you changed the conversation. We were originally talking about corporate tax rate.
Yeah.
And then you translated it to individuals and a flat tax, which if we're talking about bringing individuals into the tax conversation, then I would be for no federal taxes and only sales tax. So whatever you spend, you pay taxes on that, not what you make.
Yeah, I think that would be better. But then, so that means that there's no corporate tax, right?
No, there'd still be a corporate tax
Why?
because I wouldn't be the one paying it. I don't give a fuck. Got to have roads, man.
But you would be, well, okay, what if we made every road a toll road? But the toll was only like a penny or 2 pennies. You know what I mean? Like, it was so low that everybody could just use the roads, and it would, in the end, be cheaper, and the roads would be maintained using the money from the tolls instead of just relying on.
Okay, what about? Tell me if. I feel like this is a good idea, but you're going to immediately point out why it's stupid.
Okay.
So let's say we get rid of all taxes, right? So we start at zero taxes.
Okay.
And then we implement the sales tax
Okay.
idea that you only pay taxes on money going out.
Right.
What if you had a mileage tax on your car? So if you didn't drive, so for every mile you pay a penny, let's say, whatever. So if you drive 100 miles, your taxes are $1.
Okay.
If you drive 5 miles, your taxes are a nickel. So you're paying for the roads that you use.
I understand. See, I think I like the idea, other than in order to get a mileage tax, somebody has to track how much you're driving. And I don't like that.
Okay, let's say that it's just the honor system, I guess. I don't know, man. It's not like the goddamn tire tax collector is going to be peeping in through your window to see what your odometer's reading. Just
then the only way to make that workable is to put something in your car that tracks your mileage, right?
I'm not going down this road with you because I know you're like, then they're going to stop me from drinking and driving.
Right. And I like drinking and driving. So just let me drink and drive. Jesus Christ.
Okay. On the premise you like it, we just got to figure out.
Right.
What about just once a year, you take a picture of your odometer and send it to the government along with your check?
Here's my picture and here's my check. If we could do it that way, I think I might be okay with that.
Okay.
Here's a Polaroid and a check.
Oh, where were we? Corporate tax rate. Cuba embargo. Should the United States maintain its embargo against Cuba? No.
No, I don't know. Sure, yes. What's an embargo?
It was part of that Beach Boys song.
Yep. Then I definitely want to go.
DACA and Dreamers. Are DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, and the DREAM Act good for America? That means more Mexicans, right?
Yes, I think so.
Then I'm good with it.
Deferred action for childhood arrivals.
Yeah, that means, so those are people that like came here illegally as kids, and the deferred action means that we won't export them.
Oh yeah, we won't export them. Number one export is children. Yeah, I think that's probably a good thing, don't you think? Where would we export them to? You came
Mexico.
here, your parents came here illegally from Mexico. You're 20 now. You've never been to Mexico. You're going back.
Here's what I think.
Seems stupid.
I think that if you come into this country illegally, and when you get caught, if you have a job and you are paying your bills, I think you should get automatic citizenship, and they should export an existing American citizen that doesn't have a job and is not paying their taxes, and you just take their place.
That's a great idea.
Think about the motivation that people would have to start fucking working.
Yes, just randomly picking up homeless people off the streets and sending them to Mexico. Sorry, we caught somebody and now they're a citizen and you're not.
Pedro over here is working at the slaughterhouse. You got to go home.
Yep, you got to go home. Oh.
All right. DARE.
Actually, I like that idea.
Is the DARE program good for America's kids?
Yeah, they get free pizza.
And a stupid shirt.
Do they? As long as they still do the free pizzas, I'm good. No, wait, that was a different program, wasn't it?
You're thinking of poor people lunches at school.
Yeah, free pizzas. So no, I don't think. Drug abuse resistance education, right? So that's where they like scare you into not doing drugs. They're like, if you inject one marijuana, you're gonna be a junkie or whatever. You're like, yeah, it's stupid. No, it's terrible. Do you remember? Do you remember going through the DARE program?
Oh, I remember when my daughter did. I don't remember anything about it, but I could have been drunk then. I don't know. But I know that the shit that my daughter had, like it's like brainwashing. Like I promise to never ever let crack cocaine touch my lips or whatever.
Right. I just remember there was a cop in like full uniform and like came in and talked to us about drugs. It was weird. It was I don't understand who that's for. Nope, not good.
Right. Oh, number 25. Daylight savings time. Should the United States keep daylight savings time? No.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Who doesn't like more daylight? Why would you not want to save daylight?
Why would you want it? Why would you be for changing clocks twice a year? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Just keep it on the one where you get the most daylight and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what yes. You don't need to change the clock. Just keep the daylight. Right?
You are aware that your wife has to change the clocks in the house twice a year, right?
Yeah, but it's day. We get more daylight. Doesn't daylight savings time happen automatically whether you change the clock or not? You just get more daylight, right?
Okay, for the sake of this conversation, we're talking about specifically changing the clocks.
Should we have to change the clocks twice a year? No.
Okay, thank you.
That's stupid.
Moving on. Yeah, part 2 of this ought to be real good. You sound like you're getting fucking tired.
These questions are so dumb. Daylights. Okay, let's have a debate. Daylight savings. What? Stupid.
Right, but there's people that are for it.
Idiots. Why? Why would you? Okay, let's try to figure it out. Why would you be for daylight savings time?
Okay, so I'm going to be the guy that's for it.
Okay.
You're going to be the guy against it.
Okay.
That is harvest time, and it allows me more time, more light to harvest my crops.
You get the light automatically. Why should I have to change my clock? You don't. The light is there. What are you talking about?
But I don't want to wake up at 5. I want to wake up at 6.
Changing your clock doesn't make more light.
I don't want to get up early.
You're not getting up early. You're getting up at the same time.
No, I'm getting up early.
No, your clock tells you you're getting up early, but you're not.
But my shows come on at the normal time. Don't tell me I'm not getting up early. I'm tired when my shows come on.
My stories. I don't want to miss my stories. Oh my God. So it's something to do with harvesting stuff? Is that what it is? Something to do with farmers?
Oh, are we really going to get into this? Okay.
I want you to explain to me why you want this. Do you know how much time we can save by not changing our clocks twice a year?
It conserves energy. That's why. When the sun sets later, it's presumed that people will stay out longer and spend more time outside. Theoretically, that leads to less electricity for lights and appliances. That's stupid.
That can't be true.
I didn't make it up.
Dumbest fucking thing. God. Social engineering is amazing. Idiots.
So that means that you don't have an argument.
I don't.
You just say stuff like social engineering. You must have learned to listen to a new podcast.
Right.
D.C. and Puerto Rico. Should Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico be granted U.S. statehood?
No.
Yes on Puerto Rico, no on Washington, D.C.
Why yes on Puerto Rico?
Because they're part of the fucking United States.
So is Washington, D.C.
Right. And do you think we treat them both the same?
Yeah. They barely have electricity in Washington, D.C.
I don't care about D.C. We can get rid of it for all I give a fuck. But Puerto Rico is, if you are a citizen of this country, you should be treated as such.
Yes.
That's all. Okay. So then you should be a statehood.
Okay. You should have your own statehood. Perfect. All right. I can get behind that. So yes.
All right. Should the death penalty be allowed?
No. Well, maybe. No, I don't believe in the death penalty.
Oh, I do.
Why?
What? Like, how do you answer why to that? Because eye for an eye, motherfucker. That's how I was raised. That's
You don't die from losing your eye. What the fuck are you talking about? So, are you serious?
Yes.
So, the only way that I could get behind the death penalty is if the person who you committed the crime against kills you. Like, why should you be able to outsource killing somebody?
I don't care about that. What you're saying again is somebody else's thought, and then you're kind of mixing it up a little bit.
What are you talking about? Because
we had this conversation when we had it last time. You said I was listening to whatever Big Lincoln's Top Coat or whatever the fuck it is that you listen
to. Big Lincoln's Top Coat. Awesome.
And
is that some kind of syrup?
So what you just said, if I take you at your word, what you just said is, if I kill you,
yeah,
I can't get the death penalty.
What?
Because I killed you, so you can't kill me back.
No. Someone in my family can, though.
No, that's not what you said.
But okay, I said my ideas, and now I'm expanding on my ideas. Okay. So the person that you committed the crime against, when you kill somebody, you are committing the crime against their family also.
Right. So if that person doesn't have a family, then no punishment.
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know about no punishment, but they're not going to kill you. I'm asking you, why should you be able to say, you committed a crime against me or my family. Now I need someone else to exact revenge on you. Why? Why is that okay?
Because.
Oh, didn't think about it like that.
I understand where you're coming from, and I think families should have the option to do the killing. Mm-hmm. But I am not comfortable saying that you would get a lighter sentence by killing an orphan than you would by killing somebody that's
somebody that matters. If they have family, they matter. If you're an orphan, you don't matter. I mean, what? I mean,
You're so fucking stupid.
Are we just pretending that orphans are the same? They matter as much as people with families? Is that what we're doing? I mean,
Yeah, I think we are.
I didn't know that we were pretending here. I thought this was a serious thing.
So you're telling me that you think your kids are more important than a kid that doesn't have parents?
Yes, 100%.
I'm not talking about more important to you, just more important.
Yes. What does important mean? Important means something. It means that if you're an orphan, you have no parents, you have no family, nobody cares about you. You're not important.
They didn't want you.
nobody wanted you. And
You weren't even worth keeping. You think you're worth killing for?
Right. Exactly. The more people who care about you, the more important you are. That's just the way words work. There's nothing lower than an orphan.
What about this? The more people that care for you, the more of your family we get to kill.
Okay, put that into practice so I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Let's say that I kill you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You have 3, maybe 4 people in your life that truly care about you.
Okay. Yeah.
So they get to kill 4 people from my family.
Oh.
Like me plus 3 more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's okay.
But now let's say it's somebody like, I don't know. I'm a bad example because I don't think any more people like me than you, but whatever. Death penalty. Okay, we did that.
I think we probably have to end this.
Okay. All right. So we're going to stay tuned for next week to see how this fucking wraps up.
Oh, God. Wraps up. We're on like 27 out of 100 and something.
All right. So thank you, everybody. We will see you on Wednesday.
Bye.